All right, we left back off with the outcome, what happened as a result. And so when you're thinking, there's this huge, large blast, and Carter and Sadie, they are okay. And the outcome was because both their Sadie's amulet was glowing, and that protected her from this fiery man. But let's keep reading at the bottom of page, I believe it's 15, at the bottom of page 15 in this box right here. It says, the blast knocked us off our feet. I heard laughter, horrible, gleeful laughter, mixed with the blare of the museum's security alarms. Ugh. Well done. Very well done, Julius. And notice it's in a different color. It's in a red color. Some thing stood between our father and us. As I watched, it took a vague form of the fiery outline of a man. Up at the top, you were not summoned. And notice he has this blue ring around him. I'm thinking that is his magic, and it's almost like it's trying to protect him. He has this ring of protection around him, it looks like. And this red fiery man said, I am never summoned, Julius, but when you open a door, you must be prepared for guests to walk through. How many? How many did I release? Why, all 5. You should know we're a package deal, Julius. Soon I'll release even more, and they'll be very grateful. And you can see Carter and Sadie hiding in the corner. The demon days? I won't allow it. Back to the Duat. And he throws his staff at him that's like a snake, but this red guy catches the snake and then kills the snake. I shall be named king again. Turn the page. They'll stop you before it's too late. You think the house can stop me? Those old fools can't even stop arguing among themselves. Now let the story be told anew, and this time you shall never rise. And he uses this red fiery magic, and it's overtaken Julius. And we see Julius in this pharaoh-like costume. Goodbye, Osiris. Dad! Urgh. So this part is super interesting. So it seems like Julius, right, he somehow became like united with Osiris or something. Or maybe this red god confused him with Osiris. But anyways, this red god thinks Julius is Osiris or Usir, and he is saying like goodbye for real, like I'm really never gonna see you. And then Sadie and Carter are like, Dad, Dad, and he hears them and is like roar, and like fire, fire, fire. In one horrible instant the fiery man turned and shot a blast of flames at us. What? And you can see they have this glowing outline and he's confused. Somehow we were unhurt. The only thing that felt hot was my amulet. Okay, so we know now that the glow of their amulet is protecting them. Okay, and so the fiery man, so the outcome, what happened as a result of her, so for outcome you should have the fiery man shot fire at Julius, Sadie, and Carter. And the reaction was, we think it might have killed Sadie's father, but Sadie was protected because of her amulet. Silently write that down for reaction. And then he says, so it's you. Soon, boy. And then he's gone. Wow, that's kind of confusing. I wonder who he thinks Sadie and Carter are. So if the dad had turned into Osiris, I wonder who he thinks Sadie and Carter are. And then he's gone. And then it says on the next page, the last thing I remember was the sound of footsteps approaching us in the ruined museum space. Though we hadn't been hurt by the blast, I was tired, too tired to move my head toward the sound. Museum security will be here shortly. Suddenly, there was a girl crouching over me, threatening to burn my face with a flaming staff. We must act quickly. Patience, Zia. The man's accent sounded French. Our investigation is still open. We must be sure before we destroy them. I closed my eyes and drifted into unconsciousness. Oh my gosh. So then after that fiery man tried to kill them, these other two people showed up, and apparently Sadie and Carter are under investigation and they might be destroyed? What? Okay, let's keep reading top in the next page. Let's see. The explosion. Rosetta Stone in a billion pieces. Fiery evil bloke. Dad boxed in a coffin. Creepy Frenchman. Mean girl. Us passing out. Right. Sadie, wake up. Next thing I knew, I was being shaken awake. What? It's you. You're the strange man that tried to bully Dad around at my grandparents' house. If you didn't notice, Sadie, I was trying to stop him from doing something rash. If he listened to me, he wouldn't be in this situation. And what situation would that be? Your father's actions at the museum unleashed forces we must protect ourselves against. As it is, I barely got to you before the police. Okay, so that lets me know these people are some sort of secret police. They're not the real police. They're like a secret police. We'll sort it out tomorrow morning. I picked up your things from your house. Most crucially, Muffin. But what about Dad, Granny? Are they safe? Right now, you and Carter only have one safe haven. I'm taking you to the family mansion in Brooklyn. I can protect you there. A mansion? In Brooklyn? But you're not family. I am, Sadie. I'm Julius's brother, your Uncle Amos. How do you expect to get across the ocean in this tiny thing? Through the Duat. Duat what? And so then they travel in this fancy boat to the Duat to the family's mansion. And tonight for homework, you will need to read the rest of chapter 1 until you get to chapter 2. Okay? So you're going to learn a little bit about Sadie and Carter's family history and who they really are and what their dad was really doing. In the meantime, you need to complete paragraph 6 in the exit ticket. What do Carter and Sadie's feelings, actions, sayings, and thoughts reveal about them as people? And then how are their point of views different?